r/AskReddit. What's the strangest thing you saw at someone else's house? Used to know this girl with severe depression and an alcoholic. She was pregnant with twins and miscarried at home. She binned one of them and put the other in the fridge, not knowing what to do with it. She opened the fridge to show me and showed me the shelf where it was. I immediately looked away, but it was too late. Felt awful afterwards. My friend and I went to this kid's house in 6th grade. Bit of an odd kid, well-off family. They ordered pizza for dinner, gave my friend and I a slice and told us that if we wanted another one, it would be $1 a slice from each of us. We laughed since we thought they were joking. They were not. Both went hungry that night. Had planned to help a work acquaintance with a computer problem. I get to his place right on time. He answers the door in just his boxers. I figured he forgot I was coming over and he'll now go put on a t-shirt, but no. We go inside, he introduces me to his family sitting on the couch watching TV, wife in a t-shirt and panties, son in shorts, shirtless like dad, and teenage daughter in a sports bra and panties. It was so surreal, no one seemed the least bit caught off guard or embarrassed. Never figured out if they were nudists and had put some minimal clothes on for my benefit, or if it was just laundry day, or maybe I was just a prude for feeling I have to wear more than undies when we have visitors. A full Gene Simmons costume. The owner is a very uptight retired military pilot with an obsessed with the band Kiss. He dresses up like Gene and plays the bass. He's very quiet, so you'd never know about his hobby. Human heads mounted on the walls, wax of course. Was dating daughter of a wax museum curator. Apparently other people buy these wax head mounts, lol. My friend's little brother was spitting gigantic snot wads on the floor every few minutes and nobody said anything about it. Coming from a sort of a strict family who insisted the house always kept clean, avoiding snot wads on the carpet while wearing socks was quite a challenge. Went to go visit my ex. While talking to her in her room, I realized she had SEX toys sitting on her nightstand. I know that normally wouldn't be strange, more of just awkward, but my ex is open about the fact that her marriage is open. So it's strange to me because now I keep wondering if she was trying to drop hints. When my parents were married in the 1970s, my mom received a present from her in-laws, my dad's tonsils in a glass jar. Tonsils were removed when he was a kid. They've been sitting in my family's fridge ever since. I used to love showing them to friends and seeing them freak out a little bit. Still weirds me out to see deer heads in people's houses. Oh hey, I killed this thing, cut its head off, stuffed it, and now it's mounted to my wall for you to see. Cool, dude. Casual nudity. It wasn't that creepy or disgusting, was honestly kinda cool, but was raised rather conservatively and was shocked when my friend asked if I wanted to go swim in their pool. And when I went to go change and came back out, he was just waiting by the back door naked. Framed dog's baby teeth. My biology teacher also had a real human skull, which she keeps in a glass cupboard back at home. She won't tell us where she got it from though. I went on a play date with a girl from my class. When we got to her room, I found a bunch of beheaded Barbies and their undergarments thrown around. She gave me a sheepish smile and made me play with the dolls like it was nothing. Then we went downstairs to have lunch with her family. I don't think the parents knew. When I was a kid, I went to visit this family with my grandparents whom they'd met through Operation Hunger. I was told to go and play outside with the kids. Saw one of the kids trying to suck milk from the teats of one of their dogs that recently had puppies. It freaked me out. A half-done taxidermed deer head, like it was in the process of being made. I'm not sure how taxidermy works, but it was a green chunk of plastic with fur on it, about half of it. It was very weird next to the cool pinball machines also in the house. A large mounted moose head with antlers. The amber glass eyes had electric light bulbs installed behind them, so as I once described, when the moose was turned on at night, it looked as if it were angry and about to charge right off the wall. One of those old black statues, and the dad put the rebel flag in the statue's hand. I didn't think much about it until my dad's friend that was visiting from the UK saw it and started laughing and asking WTF is with the black statue holding the rebel flag. It was when he was with us, dropped me off at my friend's house. Made the mistake of visiting an apartment that had no pictures in the ad. It was located in an area that had once been industrial, and it was an apartment where workers would kind of just live on top of each other. Many small bedrooms, oddly shaped, extremely high ceiling, and a kitchen that contained an old gas stove and weird commercial sink. But what shocked me the most was right in the entrance, after going up a really steep and narrow staircase, were piles and piles of books, and shelves everywhere on the walls covered in doll parts, mainly heads with the red paint on it, like they had baby doll heads covered in red paint to mimic blood everywhere. I said, nope, not for me, and left. My road band was up in Calgary, Canada for a few days, and this local girl took interest in one of the lead guys. They never did anything, but one night we all stayed at her house just to hang out and chill. No debauchery or anything. Her parents were away, her dad was some bigwig in the oil industry, and IIRC, he had a friend who was a doctor or a medical professor. And though that friend, they acquired a complete human skeleton that lounged on a chair in a downstairs bathroom. They'd put a glamorous wig on it and named it Maxine. Now, I'm a pretty open-minded guy, but to relieve myself next to a damn skeleton lounging back and grinning at me, nah, no thanks. My friend was babysitting when we were around 15. She called me to come over. There was a pic of the man of the house, our neighbor, stark naked, and let's just say he was extremely endowed. The pic was on top of the fridge, and my friend was very tall and noticed it. Quite an eye-opener. Husband worked with a man who was married and had a couple of little boys. Wife was very proud of their suburban home, and we mostly stayed in the kitchen chatting the one brief time I was there. Oddly, there were no signs of children living there. All the photos on the fridge and about the house were of her. I had a friend who once had 2 guinea fowls, easily could replace guard dogs because nobody expects 2 mini cassowaries charging at them making ungodly noises because you rudely got into their turf. Apart from that, they were fun to feed. I was house sitting and went to the pool house to get stuff to check the chlorine levels. I found the largest, blackest DILDO I've ever seen. Mind you, the house was owned by rich white people. I kicked it out of the way and their dog snatched it and ran off. I never did find the DILDO after that. I'm hoping the dog buried it. A massive, and I mean massive, DILDO. Thing was like a effing monolith. A huge Chucky doll. It really traumatized me as a kid. A Kylie Minogue shrine in the downstairs toilet. A room full of my friend's stepdad's collection of Nazi SS dolls. My aunt has a pink toy on her fridge door. You know what kind of toy. A dog that had its butt partly shaved.